셋. 안녕하세요. Okay, hi everyone, I'm Jeanette and I'm back with another video. So today I'll be filming about something that you have always been really interested in. And so today I've invited my friend here. She'll introduce herself first.
Hi, my name is Jade. I'm Jeanette's now 5 years friend. Yeah, I'm Korean. And
Yes.
yeah.
And talk about flying. So Jade has been working in Qatar Airlines for about 2 years. And so today we are here to answer some questions that you guys have always been curious about or you don't even know about. So yeah.
Jeanette, you've been working in SQ, and Jade, you have been working in QR.
Yes.
What is each other's view about each other's airlines?
Oh, each other's airline.
Yeah.
So for me, it's very, I don't know, like highest airline, I guess. Highest standards, highest service, quality. Yeah, those kind of stuff, I think.
Okay, then for me, every time I think about Qatar, I think like they're very elegant because of the way that they dress and like just look very elegant to me.
Wow.
Okay, so it's now time to compliment your own self, your own company. So, what is the best about SQ? What's the best about Qatar?
Okay, I think QR, we do everything for you. So whatever the customer asks, we try to do everything what they want. And we try to meet their expectations, I think. That's what we always hear from the service instructors and everything. We always need to think the customer first, and we always have to make them happy. So I think that's what our expectation is and what we're trying to do. Yeah.
Okay, and then I think for SQ, we always emphasize a lot about excellence in service and quality. I guess it's the same for every airline, but I think for Singapore Airlines, I think similar to Qatar also, we try to give everything that the passengers ask for or even go out of the way. Like for example, if there is someone's birthday, we'll try to remember them and prepare like birthday surprise for the passengers. Yeah, so maybe going the extra mile.
Was there any memorable passenger?
Okay.
Maybe I'll go first. One that I remember like right off my mind right now is I remember it was a Jakarta flight. So I was flying to Jakarta, and you know, from Singapore to Jakarta, because the flight time is very short, so that's about 1.5 hours. But the real time on the plane, it's about an hour. And then taking out the time that after we take off and before we landing, that's about, we have 30 to 40 minutes to do our one service. And we provide a full service, right, for that one flight. I remember it was a very rushed flight. It's like how I always serve from the front of the plane to the back of the plane. And then the captain will announce like, oh, okay, cabin crew prepare for landing. Now I'm just like, oh no, I don't have time. But during this flight, it was a full flight. But there was this one passenger, I think his IFE broke down. So IFE is in-flight entertainment system. So
It's
when
a
this,
TV, right? Just
yeah,
a
it's a
screen.
TV, yeah. So when it broke down, I think I kind of attended to him because I know how like frustrating it is. You pay the money and then the entertainment system doesn't work. So I just went there and I told him, okay, sir, I will reboot the system once and then I'll come back and check on you after I rebooted it. So don't touch it for 10 minutes. So I went to reboot the system, and after I forgot about it, so I needed to pack everything, right? After packing, I went back to check on him again. I'll be like, oh, sir, is it working? So it worked. So if it works, then I'll be like, oh, okay, thank you for waiting and stuff like that. I hope you understand and all. So after that, it ended, right? And then after that, right after like 5 minutes, I think, captain announced, oh, cabin crew prepare for landing. So that's when you ask everybody to lift their like window shades, leg rest and stuff. I was walking down the aisle doing my last cabin check. He passed me his name card and then he wrote a really long like note on it. He's like, dear Miss Ong, and he knew my name because my name tag. He's like, dear Miss Ong, like he said, like I know it's a very short flight, but you still attended to me. I felt like that was very sincere of you, and I'm very thankful for the experience. And I know that SQ has always this kind of service in quality in service, and he was very thankful. And until today, I still keep the name card.
Aww.
Yeah, because it was my first few flights. Yeah, so it's memorable for me.
I think I had one passenger. It was I think it was Australia, Adelaide to Doha, and there was one passenger from his nationality was Sri Lankan.
Okay.
So but he was right away out from the toilet and he was suddenly crying.
Oh.
So I was like, what happened, sir? What happened? And then in Qatar Airways, we do have Wi-Fi service on board, so it's like 30 minutes free or 1 hour free, depends on the whatever airplane you're flying. And he managed to check his phone in the toilet, and he found out that his father was passed away. Yeah, and he was crying so hard and like devastated. So I try to manage him to serve him whatever I can do to the best. And during the flight we cannot do anything, right?
Yeah,
so
yeah.
I did my best to comfort him in the plane. And then after we landed, he came to me and told me that how grateful he was to have me with him in that time, and he said he will never forget this memory with me. And I think that was most memorable passenger to me, I guess. Yeah.
Okay, so I believe that many of us, including me, we have met a lot of very nice stewardess or stewards, and then sometime we thought of giving online testimonial about it.
Oh.
Right. So actually, we want to know how meaningful is that to you guys to write on a testimonial to a stewardess? Is that really important? Does that help you?
Yes, it's okay. So for Singapore Airlines, it's very, very important. Okay, so what happens is we have appraisal every year, and those testimonials that you write for us, we really appreciate it because it counts to our score. So basically, to break it down simply, for example, if you write one testimonial, that counts to 0.5 marks to our appraisal, and then during our time at flying, it's upon 100. So you just have to keep accumulating score. So that's how much testimonial means to us. It concerns our renewal of contract, our promotion, or any benefits that we will get come from testimonial, and that means so much to us. So yes.
Yeah. I mean, we don't have any scores to accumulate, but it does affect to our promotion. So I think it's very important for us to get those kind of testimonial. And also, I mean, even though we don't get any scores, it just makes me happy.
Oh yes, of course.
Yeah, it makes me how great I did, and how it's really meaningful for us to work as a cabin crew, I think.
Maybe few of us already gonna write some good testimonial for some stewardess.
Okay.
But then how should I write it? Do I have to remember the name, or can I just say roughly what flight, what time, or how should it be done?
Okay, so for SQ, you must be very specific. Okay, so basically when you write the testimonial, if you write the person's name in it, that person's get an extra score, if I'm not wrong. Or it depends on the act that they do. So if it's long and it's a very meaningful act, for example, you save someone's life or something like that, it's like an extra score. So basically, if it's just service and if you write the name, it comes to you. But if you write it as a whole zone, everybody gets it, even only you did it. Do you get what I mean? So for example, I serve you and you appreciated it. If you write my name only I get it. But if you write, I was sitting in economy class, what seat, and I thank this person and the whole crew gets it, even though I did something only. So yeah, that's how they count the score.
I think for QR, it doesn't really matter because we don't get any scores. However, if you write my name, then it will come to me directly. But if you write your seat, your zone, even though you write your seat and your zone, mostly I get to get it because it was my zone and my seat. So yeah, where I served. So I think it doesn't really matter if you write the name or not, but it does mean to us, and it does mean to whatever who is getting the
compliment.
Letter. Yeah.
And this is something that we actually do not know. How many cabin crew are there in a plane, in a one flight?
I think every airplane is minimum is how many doors are.
Yes.
Yeah.
It depends on the number of doors because there's primary crew and secondary crew. So if there's 8 doors, there must be minimum 8 crew.
8 crew. Yeah.
Because we need to protect the door.
Yeah.
To mend the door because we have to arm and disarm the door, right? So there must always be one crew there to arm and disarm the door. And then plus one more extra to oversee everything.
Yeah.
So that's minimum.
Okay, what's your job in the flight? We just think you guys are in the flight, sitting down and serve the food, finish. What actually you guys do?
You just say.
I think onboarding, I check if everyone is healthy and safe to fly. Okay, when onboarding, I think that's the most important part for me. Because if you see someone doesn't feel good, then we
Yeah.
cannot fly with them. So
Yeah.
I had an experience of offloading passenger
Passenger?
because he looked super sick. I couldn't take him with my flight because I didn't think he was healthy enough
To fly.
He's not fit to fly. We will say.
Yeah.
So I think that was my priority when I was flying. And yes, we do serve food.
Yeah, but there's actually a lot of things to do in the aircraft. So basically, we don't just sit down. After we serve the meal, there is time, right, where you sleep. So when you sleep, there's a lot of things to do. It comes from like checking the toilets, replenishing the toilet, preparing your next meal, preparing your snack, preparing your water, preparing your everything. Answering your call, like someone pressed the button, I have to go. Trying to clean the toilet for you, everything. And I have to pack for the next crew. Like I have to pack the stuff that come on the aircraft. I have to pack it nicely to this door, that door. Yeah, there's a lot of things. And then by the time you know it, it's another meal service already.
Actually, for me, I think when people are sleeping, there's a lot of thief on board.
Yes.
So we have to patrol the cabin.
Oh, yes.
Patrol the cabin. Really important. I think for me, when I'm walking down the cabin when we were flying, I think that was my priority for checking because like I've seen a lot of thieves. 진짜 많이.
Really?
A lot of what?
Thieves.
They use the time when people are sleeping, and they open the other bags and they take
Because
the money.
we all put it on top, right?
Because
And then-
mostly people who are traveling is for traveling, so they will pack a lot of cashes, like because they're going to another country that you're not using the currency, right? So they exchange a lot of money. They know that, so there's a lot of this. Yeah. Really? Yeah.
Oh, you didn't know?
I didn't know.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so this will be the end of the first video, and for the second video, I'll be asking you guys a lot of problem that you guys might deal as a stewardess. Okay, so say goodbye.
Okay, see you next video. Bye.